there are some particular types of equations that are reducible to linear differential equation, and we are going to see one by one that types. Okay, so mainly there are two types of equations which are reducible to linear differential equation. Okay, so first type is Legendre's homogeneous linear differential equation. Now, what is this Legendre's homogeneous linear differential equation? A differential equation of the type A naught into ax plus b raised to n into d raised to n y by dx raised to n plus a1 ax plus b raised to n minus 1 d raised to n minus 1 y by dx raised to n minus 1 plus an minus 1 into ax plus b dy by dx plus an is equal to f of x. This we call as a Legendre's homogeneous linear differential equation. Okay, now up till now we have taken the differential equation in which together with this derivative we are having only this constant terms, but we are not having any such term. But with this derivative, if such terms are there, and here the power of ax plus b and order of derivative, okay, if they are same, then such equation is called Legendre's equation. If they are not same, then just check whether can we make it same, order and power, can we make it same, and if we can make it same, it become a Legendre's homogeneous linear differential equation. Okay, and there is one special method, one special substitution by which we can reduce this equation to previous form, and previous form was derivatives together with constant term, that is linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Okay, in that form we can reduce it. So what is that substitution? The substitution is we put this ax plus b, substitute ax plus b equal to e raised to z. Okay, this is a common substitution for all such type of equations. A and b can be any numbers. It can be real number, it can be zero terms, it can be non-zero term. Any values can this A and B, this A and B can take. Okay, so in that case, we just have to put ax plus b equal to e raised to z. And if you take log on both sides, then log of ax plus b become log of e raised to z, and log of e raised to any term, that will be z. Okay, e is anti-log, log of anti-log, that gives us this number. So we get z is equal to log of ax plus b. And if you use this substitution, if we use this, then ax plus b dy by dx become a into dy. Okay, value of this derivative become a into dy. Then next term ax plus b square d square y by dx square become a square into d minus 1y. Okay, second order derivatives together with ax plus b square, it become a square into d minus 1y. If we have a cube term, then it become a cube. Then take three terms, d minus 1, d minus 2, y. Okay, like that we have to continue depending on which term is present in the equation. Depending on that, means if you are having nth term, then it will be a raised to n, and then take n terms over here, d minus 1, d minus 2, up to d minus n minus 1, y. And then put all these values back to this equation. Then what happened? This term, all this term get replaced by these derivatives with this constant term. Okay, a cube, a square, a, all these are the constant terms. And if you multiply it by a naught, a1, an, all these are again constant terms. So multiplication of this will become a constant. So by using this substitution, depending on the terms on this, we have to do further substitution by putting all these terms over here. This get reduced to differential equation with constant coefficient. And we know how to solve such equation. We have to take y common from all that equation. After doing substitution, take y common, then whatever equation remains in the bracket, equate it to 0. That will be the auxiliary equation. then find the roots of auxiliary equation, check the nature of roots, and then depending on the roots, we get the complementary function. And particular integral, there are three methods. You can use either of the method to get the solution. Either use general method, shortcut method, or variation of parameters. Okay, that gives us the solution. Okay, so this is very easy, very, very important. Properly remember this substitution, because there may be MCQs based on this substitution. We are given a differential equation, then it may be asked, what is the substitution? What is the value, what substitution we should make? And or we are given an equation, and after substitution, what is a new differential equation? By doing this substitution, what is the new form of that differential equation? So it may ask for multiple choice question. One more important point we have to remember is, up till now, we have solved a differential equation in which d by dx is capital D. But here, because of this substitution, we are using d by d, capital D as a d by dz. As previously it was d by dx, whatever CF and PI we get, YC and YP we get, that was in terms of x. But as here, capital D is in terms of z, whatever YC and YP we get, that is in terms of z. So that is very, very important point we have to remember. Whatever complementary function and particular integral you find, that must be in terms of z. And after getting all this answer in z, we have to do the back substitution. Put the value of z back to the equation to get the answer in terms of x. Okay. When we solve the problem, that time you understand how to get the equation, and then how to use the equation in z, and how to do the back substitution. Okay. So carefully remember these points. Okay. For homogeneous equation, power and order must be same. Okay, everywhere same term must be there, ax plus b, power of ax plus b. Okay, and if it is not there, try to make it same order and power, and then by doing such type of substitution, okay, this equation can be reduced. Okay, similar to this, we are having one more type, that is called Cauchy's or Euler's homogeneous linear differential equation. Now, what is this Cauchy or Euler's equation? The equation in this form, a naught x raised to n d raised to n y by dx raised to n plus a1 x raised to n minus 1 d raised to n minus 1 y by dx raised to n minus 1 plus n minus 1 x dy by dx plus an y is equal to f of x. Okay, this equation is called as a Cauchy's or Euler's homogeneous equation. Okay. Now just look at this differential equation and the previous equation. In this equation, together with derivatives, we are having powers of x, and the power of x and order of derivative, that must be same. Okay, power of x and order of derivative must be same. Then that equation is called Cauchy's equation or Euler's homogeneous equation. The difference between this equation and the previous equation is, there we have ax plus b. For Legendre's, we have ax plus b, and for Cauchy or Euler's, we have single x. Now, what by making what changes, which changes in Legendre's we can get this? You can just put a equal to 1 and b equal to 0. In ax plus b, if we put a equal to 1, b equal to 0, it gives us x. So you can consider this equation, Cauchy's equation, as a special case of Legendre's equation. Okay, how it is a special case? In Legendre's, just put a equal to 1 and b equal to 0. By that, ax plus b become x, and it gives us this equation. Okay. Now again, if you remember all the substitutions for Legendre's, you can get the corresponding substitutions for Cauchy's equation. There what we have done, there we put ax plus b equal to e raised to z. Now instead of that, we put x is equal to e raised to z. So in that substitution, put A1 and B0. It gives us this term. So if it is enough to remember the formulas for Legendre's equation. And in Legendre's equation, take A1 and B0. It gives us the corresponding formulas for Cauchy's equation. So the formulas or substitutions for Cauchy's is x equal to e raised to z, that z will be log x. Then x dy by dx become dy. There it become a dy, but a we are considering as 1, so it becomes just dy. X square d square y by dx square will be d into d minus 1 y. X cube d cube y by dx cube is equal to d into d minus 1 into d minus 2 y. X raised to 4 d raised to 4 y by dx raised to 4 become d minus 1 d minus 2 d minus 3 y. Okay, like that we have to substitute the values depending on this power. And then if we substitute this, you can see that all this term get replaced by terms in d minus 1 d minus 2, like that we get only terms which contains d. No function of x will remain there. That is, it become a differential equation with constant coefficient. And we know how to solve a differential equation with constant coefficient. Okay, so these are the two types which we can reduce to linear differential equation with constant coefficient. And by using that standard methods, we can solve that equation. Again, in this problem also, capital D stands for d by dz. So whatever yc and yp we get, that we get in terms of z. Okay, so that care we have to take while solving these two types of problems, Legendre's or Cauchy's. Answer means whatever method we are using, instead of x, we have to consider z terms. Okay, and then after simplification, we can get a solution. Okay. Now we'll take the problems based on these two types. Mute your mic. So consider the first problem. 2x minus 3 square d square y by dx square minus 2 into 2x minus 3 dy by dx minus 12y equal to 6x. Okay. Now up till now we have a differential equation with constant coefficient. But here you can see together with derivatives, we are having some term, and that term is some function of x is there. That function is 2x minus 3. Now just check whether this order of derivative and power of 2x minus 3, whether they are same or not. Here it is 2, here it is 2. Here it is power, order is 1, power is 1. Okay, here derivative is not there, so no need to check for 2x minus 3. So when your order and power are same, then it become a homogeneous equation, and this is a Legendre's equation. And for all Legendre's equation, whatever term is there, ax plus b, we put it as e raised to z. So the substitution is 2x minus 3 is equal to e raised to z. And if we do this substitution, then z is nothing but log of 2x minus 3. Now, because of this, by using the standard formulas, 2x minus 3 dy by dx become a dy. A is 2 minus 3. Okay, here value of a is 2 and b is this minus 3 term. So 2x minus 3 dy by dx become a dy, that is 2 dy. 2x minus 3 square d square y by dx square become a square into d minus 1 y. A is 2, so it becomes 2 square into d minus 1 y, where d stands for d by dz. Okay. Now substitute all these values into this. Put all these terms into left hand side of the equation, and also convert this right hand side in terms of z. By making use of these terms, convert this right hand side also in terms of z. Okay. So what happened? This first term become 2 square into d minus 1 y. Middle term become 1 2 is already there. This term will be 2d y minus 12 as it is, y also as it is. Now this 6x, okay, we have to do substitution for this in terms of z. So how we can do it? We can get the value of x by using this. X become e raised to z plus 3 divided by 2, or we can write 6x as 3 into 2x. 6x is nothing but 3 into 2x, and 2x we can get from this. What will be 2x? It will be e raised to z plus 3. So put that value over here. So 6x will be 3 into 2x, and 2x is e raised to z plus 3. Put that value here. Okay, now simplify it. Take y common from this. Okay, then collect all the terms together. So it becomes d square minus d into 4. So it becomes 4d square minus 4. This is minus 4d minus 12. Minus 4d minus 4d, it becomes minus 8d. So 4d square minus 8d minus 12y is equal to 3 into e raised to z plus 3. Okay. So this is the differential equation in which together with derivatives we have a constant term. And we know what is the method to solve this. The solution now will be y is equal to yc plus yp, where for finding yc, take auxiliary equation, equate all this term to 0, get the roots, check the nature. Depending on the type of roots, we get yc part. And for yp, you can use any of the three methods: general method, shortcut method, or variation of parameters method. Okay. So firstly, taking this auxiliary equation, 4d square minus 8d minus 12 is equal to 0. Find the roots of this. Can divide it by 4. So it gives us d square minus 2d minus 3 equal to 0. Now what are the factors whose sum is minus 3, sum is minus 2, multiplication is minus 3. The factors are minus 3, d minus 3, d plus 1, minus 3 and plus 1. And so d will be 1 and 3 and minus 1. D is equal to 3 and minus 1. So which type of roots are these? These are real and distinct. So the solution will be C1 e raised to minus 1. Don't forget, answer must be in z, because we are having d as d by dz. So it is C1 e raised to minus z plus C2 e raised to 3z. Okay. If we have d as d by dx, we get answer in x. But if we have d as d by dz or any other variable here, then we get answer in that variable. So that is very, very important point we have to remember for while solving such type of Legendre's or Cauchy's equation. Okay, we have to get answer in z. So it is C1 e raised to minus 1z plus C2 e raised to 3z. Now we'll find a particular integral. Take all this term to other side, yp part. So yp is equal to, taking all this term to denominator, 1 upon 4d square minus 8d minus 12. Apply it on this. Now here, instead of x functions, we are getting functions in z. So accordingly, we have to do the simplification. Now, we can find yp by any of the method, general, shortcut, or variation of parameters. Now we know the formula for e raised to ax. Now instead of x, we have a z term. So no problem, we have to use the corresponding formula and constant term. In shortcut method, we can also find a particular integral for a constant term, that is constant into e raised to 0x. But instead of x, we consider as 0z. So shortcut method is applicable over here. So we'll go with that method. In variation of parameters and in general, we have to use some integration. So it is always better to go for shortcut method. So we have to check whether it is applicable or not. And here, formula for these two terms are known, constant and e raised to ax. Now, everywhere we are just considering z term. That is the care we have to take. 3, take it outside, apply this on this separately, 3 we can write it as 3 into e raised to 0z. Okay, so separating it. Okay, now what we do in shortcut method for e raised to ax, wherever there is a d, we replace it by a. So we replace d by 1. What happened? 4 into 1 square minus 8 into 1 minus 12. Is it 0? No, it is not 0. So we can do direct replacement. Here we have to replace d with 0 if this term is non-zero. 4 into 0 square minus 8 into 0 minus 12. This term is also non-zero. So replacement, for replacement there is no any problem. If it becomes 0, it becomes a case of failure. Then in that case, we have to take a derivative of denominator until that derivative become non-zero. And in that case, that much power of x we attach. But here, there is no such case. After replacement, we get a non-zero term. So replace d by 1 and d by 0. Okay, so we get 4 into 1 square minus 8 into 1 minus 12. And here 4 into 0 square minus 8 into 0 minus 12. Simplify it. So it becomes 3 into, this will be minus 16 e raised to z by minus 16. And this will be minus 12. 3 by minus 12 will be 1 by 4. E raised to 0, we can write it again 1. Now add yc and yp. Adding yc and yp part, y will be c1 e raised to minus z plus c2 e raised to 3z minus 3 e raised to z by 16 minus 3 by 4. Correct? But original equation is in x and y, and we got the answer in z and y. So what we have to do? We have to substitute the value of z back. And what is the substitution we have made? We have made the substitution 2x minus 3 is equal to e raised to z. So e raised to z we can substitute directly. But what will be e raised to 3z? E raised to 3z we can write it as e raised to z whole term cube. E raised to minus z we can write it as e raised to z whole term raised to minus 1. And then put the value of e raised to z over there. So e raised to minus z will be e raised to z raised to minus 1. Value of e raised to z is 2x minus 3. E raised to 3z will be e raised to z whole term cube. So that become 2x minus 3 cube. This e raised to z is 2x minus 3. Rest of the terms as it is. Okay, so this gives us the solution. Okay, so important point in this is substitution. Firstly, do the substitution, then convert all that equation into linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Then by using auxiliary equation, we get yc, and yp we can get by using any of the three methods. And most of the times we use shortcut method because that gives us the answer in less number of steps and quite easily. Okay, and don't forget to do the back substitution. Substitute the value of e raised to z back to the equation. Okay, that gives us the answer in x and y. Okay, only one more important point we have to remember is answer we get in z. We have to use the corresponding rules of shortcut method where instead of x, we have to consider z terms. Okay. Consider the next problem. X square d cube y by dx cube plus x d square y by dx square minus 2 into y by x is equal to 1 plus x plus log x by x. Okay. Now again look at the equation carefully. Together with derivatives, we are having powers of x. Okay, so this is not a linear differential equation with constant coefficient. Okay, but as powers of x is there, but here power of x and order of derivative, these are not same. Okay, so it is not a Cauchy's equation, but can it be converted to Cauchy? Yes, quite easily. We can make the power and order same, just multiplying both side of the equation by x. If we multiply it by x, it becomes x cube, and power will be 3, order will be 3. This term become x square, order and power become same, and this x get cancelled. So we can make power and order same, just multiplying both side of the equation by x. And now this become a Cauchy's differential equation, homogeneous linear differential equation. And for Cauchy's, the substitution is x equal to e raised to z. And in that case, z will be log x. And then do the substitution in terms of derivatives. Three derivatives there up to third term. So take the terms up to third derivative. X dy by dx become dy. X square d square y by dx square become d into d minus 1 y. X cube d cube y by dx cube become b into d minus 1 into d minus 2y. If having ax plus b, then we get corresponding powers of a over here. But here a is 1 and b is 0. Okay, so we get only d, d minus 1, d minus 2 such terms, where d is d by dz. Okay, do the substitution, putting this values over here. In previous problem, we have the derivative up to second order, so we just take two terms. But here, derivative up to cube is there, so we take the corresponding substitution also. Put these values here, d into d minus 1 into d minus 2y. Middle term will be d into d minus 1y minus 2y as it is. Now we have to do the substitution for right hand terms also. So x become e raised to z, x square will be e raised to z square, and e raised to z square is e raised to 2z. Log x will be z. Okay, log x is z. Now simplify it, d minus 1 into d minus 2. It becomes d square minus 1 minus 2 minus 3d plus 2. And if you multiply it by d, it becomes d cube minus 3d square plus 2d. This becomes d square minus d. This will be minus 2. Take y common, equal to e raised to z plus e raised to 2z plus z. Okay. Now, simplify it, collect d square terms together, d terms together. So it becomes d cube minus 2d square plus d minus 2y is equal to e raised to z plus e raised to 2z plus z. Now, we know how to solve this. This is the differential equation with constant coefficient. And it can be solved by using considering yc plus yp. For yc, take auxiliary equation, equate it to 0. Take all this equation to 0, term to 0. This is auxiliary equation. Now find roots of this equation. You can use calculator or directly by simplification also you can get the roots. How to simplify? Take d square common from first two terms. So it becomes d square into d minus 2, taking d square common from first two terms. And from third and fourth term, taking 1 common. Okay, so d square into d minus 2 plus 1 into d minus 2. And then simplifying it, take d minus 2 common. Then it becomes d minus 2 into d square plus 1. D minus 2 equal to 0 means d equal to 2. And d square plus 1 equal to 0 means d square equal to minus 1. And d square equal to minus 1 means d equal to plus or minus square root of minus 1. Square root of minus 1 is I. Okay, so 2 is a real distinct, plus or minus I is imaginary distinct. So use the corresponding formulas of complementary function, and don't forget answer must be in z. Okay, so it will be c1 e raised to 2z, e raised to 0z, that will be 1, c2 cos 1z, I means it is 1 into I. So it is e raised to 0z, c2 cos 1z, c3 sin 1z. Okay, alpha is 0, beta is 1. So making use of standard formulas, we get this yc part. Okay, and because of this d by dz, we get answer in z. Okay. Now go for yp. Yp will be taking all the terms to other side. 1 upon d cube minus 2d square plus d minus 2 e raised to z plus e raised to 2z plus z. Now, we know the formula for e raised to ax in shortcut method. So we can use shortcut method for e raised to z, e raised to 2z by using the corresponding formula of e raised to ax. Instead of x, now we have z term. And what to do with this single z? If you have single z, we know the formula for x raised to m. And m in this case is 1. So we can use the formula of x raised to m for this z. It can be written as z raised to 1. So separately apply on each term, separate it out. 1 upon all this term e raised to z, 1 upon all this term e raised to 2z, 1 upon all this term z. Now check by replacing d by 1 whether it is 0 or not. Okay, for e raised to 1z, we have to replace d by 1. 1 cube minus 2 into 1 plus 1 minus 2. Is it 0? No. So no problem with first term. For second term, we have to replace d by 2. 2 cube minus 2 into 2 square plus 2 minus 2. 2 cube minus 2 into 2 square get cancelled, 2 get cancelled. So it becomes a 0. So it is a case of failure. And if we have such case, then what to do? We have to take a derivative of this term. So consider all this term as phi of d. Then phi of 2 becomes 0. So find its derivative. Derivative of d cube is 3d square. Derivative of minus 2d square is minus 4d. Derivative of d is 1. Derivative of minus 2, 0. And now replace d by 2. 3 into 2 square minus 4 into 2 plus 1. That comes out to be 5, which is not equal to 0. So for middle term, we have to take a derivative and then we have to replace. For first term, no problem, direct replacement is there. Now, for z, that is for power of x, what we do? We try to write these terms as, we try to get 1 in this term. 1 plus terms in d or 1 minus terms in d. And what is the way to get 1? Take constant term common. Take minus 2 common. Okay. So first term, direct replacement. Second term, first derivative is non-zero. So we attach 1 z. There we attach x, but here we have all the terms in z. So we attach z. Okay, so carefully use that term. To get 1 here, we are taking minus 2 common. Okay, power of x method we are using here, shortcut method. For that, we want 1 plus terms in d or 1 minus terms in d. To get 1, we take constant term outside, taking minus 2 outside. Now simplify it. So it becomes e raised to z by minus 2. This will be z into phi dash. Already we saw it comes out to be phi. So using that value. And now use the formula 1 upon 1 minus z formula, 1 upon 1 minus some term. And the formula is 1 plus single term, square term, plus cube term, like that. Now, what we have to do, we have to take the terms up to power of d is 1, because power of z is 1 over here. So we have to take the terms where we can get the values up to d raised to 1. If we get any higher power terms, keep that. Now here, after this, next term is the square of this, but that will be higher power than 1. Skip it. Next term, cube. Cube will be higher power than 1. Skip it. So only take the terms in which we can get the value of d up to power 1. Rest of the terms we have to skip. Now take z inside. D cube z will be 0, so no need to write this d cube z. Third derivative of z is 0. D square z, that is also 0. D of z, 1. So only this term we have to take. Rest of the higher power terms than 1, you have to skip it, because all that term will be 0. Correct? So it will be minus e raised to z by 2, z e raised to 2z by 5, minus half into z. This is 0. This is also 0. Derivative of z is 1. That is 1 by 2. All rest of the terms are 0. Okay? So this is yp. And now add yc and yp. And after adding yc and yp, we have to get answer in x term. But here we have a z term. So do the back substitution. Now what is the back substitution? We know that e raised to z is x and z is log x. So wherever e raised to z is there, replace it by x. E raised to 2z become e raised to z whole term square. So this will be x square, replace z by log x. So answer will be c1 x square plus c2 cos log x plus c3 sin log x minus x by 2 plus z is log x. This will be x square by 5 minus log x by 2 minus 1 by 4. Okay, so this is the way in which we can convert Cauchy's or Legendre's or that Euler's equation into differential equation with constant coefficient. And then rest of the part we can solve by using shortcut method. And doing back substitution, we can get answer in x and y. So this is very easy. Important is remembering the substitution. And if we remember the substitution only for Legendre's, you can easily get the corresponding Euler's or Cauchy's homogeneous equation just by taking A1 and B0. Okay.